Okay, now we are going to talk of saw capacities and how we check whether the saw is capable of cutting a profile of a certain dimension. What you see in front of on your screens right now is a cutting diagram for a given saw. Here there are two curves and it shows that this curve, which has 90 written, shows the cutting capacity of the saw when cutting at 90, and the second curve here shows the cutting capacity of the saw when it is cutting at 45. Now, take a look at this profile. I need to cut this profile at 45 degrees. And if I use a bottom-up cutting machine, my saw blade, imagine that this is the saw blade, okay, it will be coming up in this fashion. If I want to cut this, I have to keep the profile like this, turn the saw blade at 45 like that, and then take this cut. However, if I have a rear to front cutting machine, in that case the saw blade would be coming out like that at 90 degrees, at 45 degrees, and in that case I have to keep the profile in this way and then take a 45 degree cut. So as you can see that the orientation of the profile has changed. When I am taking a cut from the bottom up, this is resting on the table and this dimension is measured on the x-axis here, right? Whereas when I am taking a cut on a rear to front machine, I am keeping the profile like this and taking this cut, then this dimension comes on the x-axis. So the orientation of the cut decides how you place the job on the cutting diagram. Let us say this is 30 millimeters and this is, let's say, 110 millimeters. If I am cutting on a rear to front cutting machine, then I will be placing the job like this and taking a cut. So the 30 millimeters will come here, 10, 20, 30. And 110 millimeter would be coming on this 110. So my work envelope is 30 by 110. It is within this 45 degrees, so the machine is capable of cutting. Each machine on the catalog, you will see a cutting diagram. Whenever you have the profile, you have to take the drawing and get the orientation of the cut. Whether the profile is cut like this. Okay, another way to cut the profile would be a 45 degree angle like this. Cutting at 45 like that. So orientation of the cut is very important, whether it is cut to 45 like this or whether this is the 45 angle you want. Having decided that, see which saw you are talking of and how the profile would be resting on the table. If it's a bottom up, this is how the profile will be resting and this is how the saw will be cutting. In that case, this dimension, that is 110, would come on the x-axis and 30 millimeters would come on the y-axis, and this will be the work envelope, 30 by 110. So if it falls within this 45 degree curve, the capacity of the saw, the job is within the capacity of the saw. When you are doing a rear to front cutting, this is how you will be placing. This dimension will be coming on the x-axis, 30, and 110 will be coming on the y-axis, up. That's how you decide.